been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head downstairs.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll watch Jonathan Mingo. He's coming off a solid 109 yards through the air last week. It's the Panthers and the Vikings, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as a seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted. A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up. The numbers for Sanders last week, 22 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Young. He stiff arms it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Brandon, you know more about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, Young. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some space here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. You've got to get that changed around.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. You look at this Carolina defense. Yeah, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the...
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on 1 throw.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Here is Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's a second down and 9. Murray going to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jack Campbell in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Murray. They shakes it off. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
So on fourth down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Young will set to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young keeps it, moving right. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. It's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Throwing, Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. A gain there of 21 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Murray. He has his target. It's Addison. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now Murray again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's 2nd down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he's up to the 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 2nd down, Young again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Young. Sharks got it, left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. That's caught by Mingo, right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Miles Sanders from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Murray throwing on second down. Drops this underneath for Chandler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Murray now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Murray now. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 29 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Young to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Hurst makes the catch, a welcome sight to the Panthers, who believe there's still growth in the 6-year tight end. Over 50 catches last season, hoping he is the field-moving tight end Carolina hasn't had since Greg Olsen's prime.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get you here
with the
as we say
Panthers
goodbye to September
as we'll
and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October.
Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Chris Godwin, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Texans seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Taken in at the 22. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move them fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Murray now running left off the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Completes this to Addison out left. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down, Young from the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
4th down, Young. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Young. To the right side and complete to Hurst. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air once more, Young. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Baron Browning able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. A very solid gain of 27. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Murray going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Vikings.
Throwing now is Murray. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Complete to Addison on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now a handoff to Chandler. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal, Minnesota.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 34. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1. Another run with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. To throw is Murray. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Designer for sticks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm black over short, I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen, Brianna, been parking their top butt seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block and trust me. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half. 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strip is like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1. You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased. Because I'm only at the top, but you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm
Like, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist, go that, right wrist, go that, necklace, go that, sis, go that.